Hey everyone, Renmar here, analyst for the English stream of MPL Philippines. MPL PH is in its 9th season, and after a crazy first week of action, I wanted to make this video on why I think you should watch MPL Philippines Season 9. Now, if you liked this video and you want to see more, please don't forget to like and share the video along with subscribing to the channel. Now, if you haven't watched MPL PH Season 9 or you're thinking if you should keep following the league, here are the reasons why you should watch MPL Philippines. Oh, and by the way, these aren't arranged in any particular order, so everything I'm about to say I see as pretty much equal reasons as to why I think you should watch MPL PH. Number 1, let's just get this out of the way. MPL PH, for the second year in a row, is the home of the world champions. After being sent to the lower bracket by a legendary BTK squad, Blacklist International defeated Onyx Esports from Indonesia, Cage Stars from Brazil, RQ Hoshi, EVOS SG, and in the end they got their revenge against BTK to make it into the finals, where they eventually swept their PH rivals Onyx Philippines. The same Onyx PH squad that went completely undefeated in the upper bracket, knocking down teams such as RSGSG, RQ Hoshi, and BTK. So yes, MPL PH is the home of the top 2 teams from last December's M3 World Championship. And even though it's been 2 months since we last saw these 2 teams compete, and Blacklist International also went through a bit of a roster reshuffle since VWise, Oh My Venus, and Wise decided to sit out the season, a lot of teams are still looking at those 2 as the teams to beat. And a lot of people expected them to start off the season hot, but that wasn't the case. Because number 2, week 1 had some shocking results. Before the season started, the MPL PH official page actually put up a poll just to see what the community was thinking about who would be the top 6 teams by the end of the regular season. People expected teams such as Blacklist and Onyx to be the top 2, while Echo and Bren Esports were projected to be the 5th and 6th place teams by the community. This is what the standings looked like by the end of week 1. Onyx PH defeated Blacklist 2-1, giving them 2 points in the first match of the season. Blacklist fell to TNT Pro Team 2-0, but the single point they got against Onyx kept them in the top 6. RSGPH defeated Next Play EVOS 2-0 to secure 3 points, but Next Play EVOS 2-0'd Onyx PH to bounce back the next day. This left a 2-way tie at the top spot between Echo, who defeated Bren Esports and Omega, and TNT Pro Team, who defeated the 2021 MC champions Omega and Blacklist International. The week 1 results were a shocker to many because of the stories that many of these teams have, which is going to be the next 2 points I'm going to be talking about. Number 3, no one knew what to expect out of TNT Pro Team. At the end of MPL PH Season 8, TNT Pro Team only won 4 out of their 14 series and 10 out of their 20 individual games. They weren't able to make it into the playoffs. This placed them last in the standings. During the off-season, TNT Pro Team decided to change things up a bit. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Because they only kept their jungler Chu, who changed his name to SDZYZ, and their roamer Ben Things, while acquiring players such as Escalera, Cram, Yasuo, and King Salman for their first MPL season. And they also had changes to their coaching staff. Now, those 4 names may be unfamiliar to many, but they are well-respected pros outside of the MPL. Escalera, Cram, and Yasuo were part of a squad called Archangel, a former MPL champion-winning organization who were seen by many as one of the best teams not in the MPL. They had a lot, and I mean a lot, of success. On the other hand, King Salman came from VVV. Though he hasn't reached the success that the former Archangel players have, he's also a talented and very well-respected player in the scene outside of the MPL. Number 4, Echo made a super team. Arguably the most blockbuster move in the offseason. Echo acquired 3 Martizi, one of the stars from TNT Pro Team, 1/3 of the NXPE Big 3 in Yawi, and former World Championship MVP Carl TZ from Bren Esports, while at the same time keeping most of their Season 8 roster in Raflesia, Curtizi, Hades, RK3, Aaron Cutie, and Benny Cutie. Oh, and did I mention that former 2-time champion Killwatch is back in Echo after sitting out Season 8? For those unfamiliar with the situation, allow me to share to you just a few reasons as to why this was seen as such a massive move. As I said earlier, 3 Martizi, Yawi, and Carl TZ were all stars in their former teams, but Echo got to retain most of their Season 8 squad that finished in the 5th to 6th place. Raflesia and Kilowash were teammates in the back-to-back championship-winning Sunspark squad. RK3 had an impressive rookie season in S8. Kurt TZ has been a long-time pro and was part of the Omega squad that fought in the M2 World Championship, while Benny QT is seen by many as one of the top 5 gold laners in the Philippines. As seen in this wonderful meme video by the Omega Esports page, yeah, we call Benny QT the Typhoon, not the Storm, the Typhoon here in the Philippines. Sometimes the Storm, but in Tagalog it's translated better. It sounds cooler. He's called Bagyong Benny. Bagyo is Typhoon. Yeah, let's continue. And so far, the squad is living up to expectations, winning their first 2 matches in resounding fashion. Now, there are many more reasons, but I'm gonna make this the last one. Lastly, number 5. As of the time of recording this, we've only seen 1 week of MPL action. Just one. And MPL Philippines Season 9 is supposed to be 8 weeks all in all. At this point, literally anything can still happen. Like, think about it. It's a new era, but a young one at that. We can't count out teams such as Onyx, Blacklist, Bren, and Omega rising to the occasion and competing for the top spots at any point of the season. NXPE and RSG Philippines might just continue their momentum and be the next teams to compete for the top 2 spots. Bren Esports acquired half of that Archangel squad that I mentioned earlier, and they are seen by many as having a really high ceiling for potential. The Omega roster is pretty much the same roster that won MSC 2021, and they have a track record of having shaky regular seasons but still somehow ending in the top 3 spot by the end of the season. Onyx kept the same roster that went 2nd place in the World Championship. Bro, and of course, Blacklist International, when they finally find the right mix and get used to their new chemistry without Oh My Venus and Wise, are championship contenders. I'm sorry. I think I kind of lost it there a bit. Okay, I'm okay now, but hopefully you get my point. This is a new season with a lot of new and young faces. Also with a lot of the veterans we've known for many seasons now. MPLPH has a rich history, and this season feels like a culmination, but at the same time, continuation of all those stories. I still have a bit of water on my face. This season, everyone in the league is hungry to show you the strength of the Philippines as an MLBB country, and to show you that it is indeed legendary. Thank you for watching. I hope I got to at least convince you to check us out. I might make a part 2 of this video. And hey, don't forget to check out the official channels of Mobile Legends Esports, MLBB Esports, MPL Philippines, and Mobile Legends Bang Bang for all of the official videos, replays, the entire streams of every episode of MPL Philippines, either the English stream or in the Tagalog stream, whatever you watch. Whatever you watch, we're just happy you're watching MPL Philippines. See you in the broadcast, okay? Bye.
Wow.